Yo.
Oh, hey. Hey, Thorn, you had a pretty good run there.
Yeah.
You had a good hour, and then, like, we played Rocky, the final bell for you.
Dun 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 dun.
That's not it. It goes da 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 da. The one that Nostalgia Critic plays at some of his reviews.
Of course.
Like in the Wizard review where Jimmy won. What were we talking? Oh yeah. Oh right. The block of text. Let me go. This is now another epic reading with Yoshi. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay.
Wait. Let me start recording.
I'm already recording.
Okay, here we go. Legends say that when the lands are thrown into darkness, the seas boils with the flames of war. Too many S's.
What?
The skies flash with fury of lightning. Sorry. The lands floods from the toxic waters. The mountains rumbles from the roars of the beast. Too many S's. There's a capital. You need to capitalize when. When the time comes, the legendary warrior from another land is summoned to these worlds. He, capitalized, he fights with the wills of others. When the man of the dark fights with the warrior, the Dark King shows himself in the unlikely of persons. The Dark King's will and the legendary warrior's power. The troubles of the land disappears and makes way for fate. The two may not defeat fate, but when the sword of thunders roar and the blood of the winged flames awakes, fate with the tarnished from the lands and peace will come. The doors of worlds travel will appear and starts to close.
Door of worlds travel will appear. What?
And starts to close. Okay, I got it. Will the warrior become guardian, or will he leave till the land needs him again? Good God, where do we start?
That was appalling.
Yeah.
You know,
You need to capitalize things, and you have, look at this one. The skies flash with fury of lightning. The lands floods from toxic waters. The mountains rumbles. Too many fucking S's.
Legends say that when lands are thrown into darkness. That's a sentence. Great job.
Yeah, I know. I read it crappily, though. I was
You read
expecting...
it like it was a sentence, but apparently it is.
Yeah, I read it...
The seas boils. The skies flash with fury of lightning. The lands floods. The lands floods. The mountains rumbles. Do you not know how multiples work?
And now it's time for Thorn the Grammar Nazi.
Grammar Nazi giving you...
It's Yoshi's epic reading / Thorn Nazi.
you know what we should do? We should just have this. I'll sit there and type something completely random or stupid. And have...
Yeah, that should be perfect on the show. I read
man
it.
fights.
Yeah, that'll
man
be
of the dark
perfect.
fights with the warrior. Period.
Yeah, that's a perfect part of the show. You type it, I read it, and then he corrects you, and then we all laugh.
The Dark King's will and the legendary warrior's power. Period.
Period.
The door of world's travel will appear and starts to close. That is a minefield right there. Will the warrior become guardian or will he leave till land needs him again? Period, not question mark.
Yeah, you need a question mark.
I got more text for you to read.
Wait, doesn't Till have one L? Will the warrior become guardian, or will he leave the land? Become guardian.
Will
Hey
he
guys,
leave until the land?
I'm gonna become guardian, guys.
Is it lands or land?
What?
Is it lands or land?
Lands, because this takes place in multiple worlds.
Then it's need him again.
Or will the warrior become guardian, or will he leave till the lands needs him again?
You only use the S if it's singular.
And that was Thorn the Grammar Nazi.
For now.
For now. This is going on, and I have a conversation.
In the time where dragons still have been killed by the sword, period. The swordsmith made a sword out of a dragon scale. The sword was called the Tekrahand.
I want to read.
Swordsmith didn't know what the scale dragon was. Legendary dragon of black lighting. Legendary dragon of black lighting.
Legendary black.
Tekrahand was cursed so that anyone who used it was possessed by a dark spell of the dark dragon of black lighting. Black lighting.
I was
Even the purest person would have the air of killing people for no reason at all. You highly trained priest with highly spiritual powers extracted the evil curse from the dragon blade. But the curse did not die. It forced itself into another sword, transforming it into the blade of Karite. Although the curse was weakened, the sword still had the evil curse power. Run on sentence. As time
went on, the two swords crossed the sands of time where no one would find it.
No one would find it in millions of years. Millions of years. That was 3,000 years ago. Two young men found the two swords in the New Age days. The two with the power of the two swords, the Tekrahand and the blade of Karite. What the fuck? New evils have come to the world of today. As the legend says, the two who holds the sword of the dragon's thunder and the sword of the evil's cursed soul will save the world of the Tech Age and seal the evil of the Old Age for all eternity. The two young me with the two swords of legend. Odon Ryu, a cyber hacker with the heart of gold, and period. Brandon Gimp, street fighter with the power of fire on his side, with help of good old friends. Period. Together they will save this world and seal the ancient evil of the old age. This is their story.
This is their story. That just feels really out of place.
This is their THERE story.
Okay, no, I gotta pull out another story. Hold on, give me a moment. I gotta find it.
I want to read the.
This one is a bit long.
In millions of years, guys.
In millions of years.
Yeah, I'm gonna die in about 1,000,000 years.
My videos are for ages of audience.
This is epic story reading with Thorn. He reads your story and
Thorn.
And he grammars the living shit out of you.
We could actually have people sending stories for this shit.
See, something like this will be perfect for when Sai comes. Like, he'll get a kick out of it.
Then I might want to hold off on this one story here. Unless you want me to put it up.
Make it a topic for the podcast.
Grammar Nazi with
Thorn.
Grammar Nazi Thorn.
He reads and then checks your spelling errors, and then he makes you feel like a dumbass.
Like you are. If you make these many mistakes.
And he's gonna do this for...
Is it the dragon of black lightning or lighting?
Oh my god, it's so dark here, guys.
All of a sudden, sweet rave party.
Let me take out a match.
Sweet rave party.
Okay, here's another one.
Daggers of Dream. They say that one dagger solve 1,000 problems.
Okay.
Poem first off, so I'm telling you that now.
I want to read it. Alright, let me scroll. Daggers of Dream. Okay. They say that one... I just read one line and already I'm dying. Okay. Daggers of Dream. Shut the fuck up, I'm going. They say that one dagger solve 1,000 problems. The way does these daggers hurt so? One by one, these daggers plung into my back, each worse than the last, in my dream, in my day. No matter where I go, no matter where I'm at, I feel them. Are they real? Are they in my head? I do not know. When will the pain stop? Will it ever stop? Do they call the fury of the heavens down at me? Only the hand of the man of time knows. Oh, man of time, tell me. Will they? Could they? He looks at me and hands me a glass of time. I look at the sand slowly fall in this glass of time. Grain by grain the sand falls. When the glass grain falls, my world breaks by the light of morning's day. The pain lingers. Where are those daggers real? Where? Sorry. Where are those daggers? Where are those daggers real? Or was it just a dream? I do not know. And it scares me.
Well, that was better than the last one.
Yeah, but it's a poem. Where are those daggers real?
Extremely emo, though.
I
Almost predictably.
well, okay.
They say that one dagger solve 1,000 problems.
Yeah.
The way does these daggers hurt so? That's like English.
The way does these daggers hurt so?
I want to see if I speak Gonia.
One. Well, I didn't get that sentence. One by one, these daggers plung into my back.
Plunge.
Oh, okay.
You forgot at me then.
It's an E, like plunger.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a few more stories here we can sit there and go through.
Oh my god.
know
I liked
this
it
one.
better when like you, like I like this, but I also like it when you write a script and like there's a million typos.
Shut up! I'll be writing fresh stories for the show.
Every week you write a story and then Thorn just rips it.
Okay, this is based off a series of nightmares I could not get away from for a while.
Tamama. Okay.
My nightmares, Fatman. These nightmares I have every night, every day. These nightmares getting worse every time I sleep. Darker and darker, sick and sicker and sicker. Sick and sicker, dumb and dumber. No man should ever have dreams like
And I got
that.
sicker, guys.
The peeling of the skin, the following of the blood. One by one, people I keep in my heart falling, slowly dying, slowly decaying. With every dream of the horror, every dream the capital H horror on their THERE faces grows. These unescapable nightmares appear. That's unescapable nightmares appear. Always going, never stopping. As I look at the capital H.
That says stopping, you jackass.
2 P's in stopping, jackass. The only thought that goes through my head: what monster could do this? As the view move, I see who it is. Me. As the view move,
These inescapable.
stopping, dying.
Scoping.
Okay.
Dying is with a
Sicker.
lie. Sick and sicker.
Yeah, we're so keeping this as
The following of blood.
I think that's how. Yeah.
You're gonna need like an assistant if you're gonna be like a typewriter guy in the future.
Capital I.
And Thorn's gonna be your main man.
This is how you spell through.
Oh, rip all the caps too?
The capos. What?
Capo. I made a capo. That's a typo with caps. A capo. There's kappa and capo.
Okay,
Like Fuyuki's speech. Hi guys.
Oh God! I made a capo. It's inescapable.
I think we've come up with a new word.
Oh, it's in a. Sorry, in a.
Capo. That should be the next. That's the next episode. Capo.
Yo, I'll post this up tonight.
Capo. Like you're gonna see the description. Thorn reads stories and
There's no
rips.
word. I don't think there's such a word as unescapable.
Yeah, inescapable.
Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Okay,
Yeah.
we take turns. I'll go next. Oh, damn it! There's a phone ringing. Hold on, give me a minute, guys.
6,000 seconds later.
Okay,
I'll just get started.
okay, I'm set. I'm ready.
The girl in my dreams.
Yeah.
The girl in my dreams calls out to me, calling my name. The closer I get, the farther she is. She appears slowly, but disappears fast. She calls me thou, the maze in my heart. This endless labyrinth. I race. I dash. Go ahead.
Okay. Turn after turn, step after step, you continue to call, wanting me to follow. I come to an end. An end? Okay.
What?
I come to a
That's
beginning.
right.
Okay, yeah. It took me a while. I'm kind of retarded. Okay. A door that leads nowhere.
You skipped part of that.
A door that leads anywhere. I open the door as my mind races. The ropes of fate twist like the hallway of doors in front of me. There's no typos, but it kind of sounds stupid. I start to move. I start to walk, looking from the door to door, looking from side to side. I hear why is side to side in capital?
Because I can't.
Like door to door, side to side. I hear the
They're
voice.
named.
The here, I'll come in. In here, in there. Again, another door to open. Another door to close. I find myself lost. I find myself found. The forest I find myself is covered in a mist that can only hide sometime mystical. What the fuck? That could only hide sometime mystical. I walk thou the mist wondering. I walk thou the mist looking. I hear the voice. I hear the words. Over here.
I thought we were going to take turns. Not. I read 4. I give it to you, and then you just take everything.
I'm sorry. The phone. Okay. I stopped at she says go.
All I see is an outline. All I see is the shape. I run. I dash until the mist clears to a lake. The water of the lake lights up like it's the sun. There she stands on the capital I island in the lake of light. The mist barely covers.
Capital Island.
She stands next to a sword in the dragon's capital T thunder. She googles. She capital L laughs. I, my face, makes me jump for the island. I, my heart, makes me leap for the island. I land in the
I, my heart.
I, my faith, I, my heart.
That sounds like a Spanish person. Like, I, my heart, I can't feel it. Ay, ay,
She pulls the sword. She lifts the sword. In a flash of light, the sword disappears and she slowly walks to me. She comes to me and whispers without an H in my ear. Until again, my heart jumps from hearing this. She pulls back but stops. She slowly leans in and goes for a kiss. Her rose-colored lips slowly comes in. That's, again, put in an S where there shouldn't be an S. But before our A-R-E-R lips meet, I wake up staring up upon the darkness of my room. My heart's still racing. My play is still quick. P-L-A-S-E, play still quick. I feel like doing me.
The plus.
Copy pasted.
I found
My
the
play
plus.
still quick.
My heart's still racing. My plus still quick.
My play still quick.
Until I sleep again. Okay, my parents have informed me that they ordered a pizza, which is great. Yeah, okay, I'll send it over the internet because you're such a good reader.
You mean typer?
That too. Like I just love that, a capital I and well, reading it like really. I'll be right back.
It's the island from Lost, so they have to capitalize it. It's its own character.
Oh dear, I gotta type up more shit for the show. Every week, my typos. Okay, which one do you want to read? The Night's Dream Goodbye or Fatman vs. Steelbender Acid?
What?
Okay, do you want to read The Night's Dream Goodbye or Fatman vs. Steelbender Acid?
Is the first one poetic?
Kinda.
What about the second one?
A story.
Or is that a story?
Yeah.
Send me the story. I've noticed a pattern here.
Alright, hold on, I'm copying it. But we gotta wait until he gets back before I post it, okay? God.
What did I miss?
This.
Well, nothing yet. I'm gonna read this next. Oh, holy shit!
Oh, well,
It's a gold mine already. I couldn't tell. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Okay.
Jesus.
Thousand many years on this earth, I never had seen anything like what I have seen on that fateful day many years ago. Fragment again. I was traveling the world finding something to get my creative juices flowing for a book I wanted to write. As I was walking up a hill in a mountainous region, my eye fell upon two people fighting in a valley. One was a fairly large man wearing an orange hooded shirt and baggy dark blue pants. His hair was a medium brown with a fairly large volume of it. On his head, he was wearing a pair of gaggles. On his back was a large sword that was the color of blood. On his back was a large sword that was the color of blood and it looked like, forgot the S, carved spike. Forgot the S again. The other person was a fairly thin man with a tannish brown hair. He wears a large, dull blue cape, raping around.
I wear capes.
Raping around him, so I couldn't see what he was wearing. His sword looks like a normal bastard sword.
What?
With the blade a pure black, except by the edge. His sword looks like a normal bastard sword, but the blade a pure black, except by the edge of the blade it was an acid green. God, that was painful. The large man said, "So you finally show up, Steelbender." I could hear what he said because there were voices echoed from the valley. So, okay. I guess his name is Steelbender. Man, that's a unique name, I said.
Yeah, he just said it. I don't know, guys.
Yeah. That's the dialogue. Sorry, Fatman. I didn't get the massage till a few moments ago.
Steelbender said, "I'll take over."
Didn't get the massage till a few moments ago. Steelbender said, "Fatman? Well, I see why he's called Fatman," I said, period. I said, sounding a little puzzled. "Okay, Steel, I will let it slide this time. Shall we begin?" Fatman said as his drawn his sword. "Fine with me," Steelbender said as he thrown his cape off, showing that he was wearing a dull blue pant and wrapped cloth as a shirt. Okay. As the sword swung...
How do you spell it right the first time, but you don't the second?
That's what I want to know. As the sword swung and spark appeared when they crashed. Period. Blow after blow, swing after swing, Fatman jumped back and held his palm up. Excuse me. And from his hand a fireball appeared and launched at Steelbender. Steelbender jumped out of the way and from his palm what looked like a bone fired out, hitting Fatman in the chest. Fatman pulled out bone and threw it down and crushed it with his foot. Then raises his sword up and loudly says, "Show your rage, my friend!" As he finished his saying that, his sword started glowing bright red and transform in shape into a sword that looks like it comes in segments. Fatman started to swing his sword around. Yeah. Fatman starts to swing his sword around in a circle. The sword disconnected, showing that it was a chain blade. Run on. Steelbender looked at it. Fatman runs at Fatman swinging his sword. Fatman wraps his sword around Steelbender's. Steelbender pulls back with his sword and fires a few more bones at Fatman. Fatman reconnects his sword, uses his sword as a shield to block the bones flying at him. After defending from the bone, Fatman shoves his sword into the ground to tell only the hilt of the sword is only visible. This is a mess, dude.
I know.
Then jumps back at fireballs and fires fireballs.
Fireballs.
Steelbender jumps out of the way of the fireballs that were flying at him. I didn't know. As he lands the blade of the sword, Fatman shoved into ground, pops out of the ground, flying at Steelbender. Huh? Commas are your friend, Fatman.
Yeah, I haven't noticed a single comma in anything you've ever written.
Steelbender holds his hand
We'll
up
take
as
the
he
next
jumps.
paragraph. This is getting really long.
Flaming chains fly out of the ground, entangling with the sword, stopping the continuing attacks of it. Steelbender runs up to Fatman, slashing him in the chest. Okay, you can go.
He stabs him in the chest. Alright, let me see. There's a wall of text. I'm kind of lost. Okay. Back from the force of the slash, holding his chest and breathing hard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright. No?
Read!
I go, okay, jeez, okay. Good shot, Steel, Fatman said. He reached into his pocket, pulling out a red stone in the shape of a heart. Fatman takes the stone, and he shoved it into his chest right at the point where Steelbender had slashed him. A large beam of light shot up from the ground and engulfed him. As the beam of light fades away to show Fatman is whole, floating a few inches off of the ground with his sword back to the way it was in his hand. Fatman flied over to Steelbender so fast I didn't see him move. Fatman hit Steelbender in the chest and with enough force to cause blood to fly out of his mouth. Come on. Steelbender started laughing as Spike shot out of his shoulders and back from his hand. His skin turned grayish and a sword were grown from his hand. Steelbender knocks. Okay, knocks. Steelbender knocks Fatman across the valley in a fairly large rock. Fatman got up and opens his mouth wide and fires a large blood-red beam at Steelbender. Steelbender throws his sword.
Really?
Steelbender throws his sword. Oh god, I had a burp. Steelbender throws his sword at the blast to split the beam into two that passed on either side of him. Steelbender runs at Fatman, grabbing his sword, and starts slashing at Fatman in a hellish fury of attacks. Steelbender fires from his chest bones that pierce Fatman in the arms and legs. Fatman forces Steelbender to back off enough to pull out the bones that pierced him. Fatman then holds them in his hand and throws them back at Steelbender. As the bones travel down the air, Fatman fires black fireballs at the
Capital
bones.
B, black fireballs.
Black fireballs, capital B, that engulfed them. Steelbender creates a wall of bones shooting out of the ground, blocking the black flamed bones that were flying at him. Steelbender stretches his arm out and grabs Fatman by the neck. As Steelbender retracts his arm as he is still holding on to Fatman by the neck. You think you can defeat me so easily? Well, you can't, Steelbender says in a demonic-sounding voice. Steelbender grabs his sword and throws it at me. I almost got hit as the sword lands next to me. You bastard! I will get you for that. Fatman said angrily. Fatman hold his hand out as I look at the sword that landed next to me. The sword flew up in the air. Oh, I got flu, guys.
The sword caught the flu.
He caught the flu in the air and started flying at Steelbender. But by the look of it, Steelbender knew it was come.
U-N-E-W.
He knew it was come. Steelbender spanned around. Oh my god. Okay, a couple more sentences.
Copy paste.
You wanna go?
Hang on, I gotta copy.
Okay, one more sentence. Steelbender spanned around and what? Spanned around.
Spanned.
He spanned around. He spanned around and used Fatman as a shield, and Fatman's sword stabbed him in the back. Go.
I pulled out my binoculars and I could see that blood was coming out of his mouth. Steelbender then thou Fatman into the air, and then jumped after him and kicked him into the side of a mountain. The force of the hit made Fatman's sword to finished, going thou him and landed on the ground covered in blood. What the fuck?
Hey, what
Fatman then pick up his blood-covered sword, and then he says, "I get now to show some capital R real power."
What? Some capital R power?
Fatman's sword fades away, and Fatman starts floating again with his hand up. A large purple thunder blot. Thunder blot strikes Fatman, and a large black covers Fatman. Steelbender fires a fury of bones fire out. Huh?
Fires a fury of bones.
Fires a fury of bones fire out. Fires a fury of bones needs a comma. What?
Fires out.
And the bones
his
enter
chest.
the orb, and they fire back out of the orb at Steelbender.
Steelbender stops the bones and angrily looks at the orb. The orb pulsates and starts changing like it's going to implode on itself. The orb starts to take shape. As the orb takes shape into what looks like... repeating yourself. As the orb takes shape into what looks like a beast-time form period, Steel Bender and I
Power Rangers. Beast time form.
said capital T dragon, but capital T true enough that what the orb shape became. What?
Capital T, but true enough.
The dragon shape. The dragon-shaped orb started to shine that blinded me.
It shined that blinded me. Started
I
to shine.
couldn't see if Steel Bender was blinded or not. When the light faded away, I could see that Fatman had changed or transformed, you could say. Who cares? He had a dragon form and yet some human form as well. His shirt disappeared and his hands had what I could tell as dragon claws, and so was his feet.
Manly.
Shut up.
Unnecessary extra words there. He grew as a capital D dragon tail, and his skin was now a capital BR blood red. His hair was a golden and wilder than what was.
Golden and wilder.
Batman opened his mouth, and a capital B beam of energy shot out at Steel Bender. Steel Bender tried to jump out of the way of the beam, but he couldn't get far enough to escape it. The beam covered Steel Bender. All I could see was the shadow of him in the beam. Actually, I think a semicolon would work there.
Yeah.
The shadow slowly started to disappear. When the beam died away, all I could see as a burnt body of Steel Bender. As I looked at the body more and more, Fatman said, "I know you're not done at so transform. Let's continue this." Forgot quotation mark. You know me too good, Fatman. Steel Bender said as he gets up, still burnt. How can he get up from that attack? I said, shocked form, seeing Steel Bender pick back up. Let's take this up to the next level, then, Steel Bender said, as he started wiping the ash off him. The next level, I said, puzzled, no period. Okay, it's removed, Steel Bender, Fatman, capital S said, has his capital S sword back, capital F fades back. Existence. EXISTENTS, existence. Steel Bender then summoned the sword from the ground. This sword was like his bast-haired sword, but the blade was capital B black as night. But by the edge of the blade there was a neon green trim. As capital K knees down and right, as he grabs the handle of his sword, a neon green beam of energy shot up, formed the ground, and
Ground up and form the ground.
After the beam died away, Steel Bender seemed to transform. He seemed too transformed for my taste. Too transformed into a different person. This person was completely black with no mouth and no hair as far as I could see. His outfit was what looked like a trench coat with neon green trim, and the bottom of the coat was slashed up, and the inside color of the coat was green, needing some commas. His eyes were green, but this... Are you guys still there?
What?
Oh, don't tell me you dropped.
Okay.
No,
I was making sure. His eyes were green, but this green was not like any green I have seen before.
I have seen before.
His eyes were green, but this green was not like any green I have seen before. This green was the color of pure darkness. What?
The green was the color of pure darkness. If it's dark, how the hell is it green?
Darkness that no light can capture. I see. It's acid's capital T turn, Fatman said with a smile on his face. Acid? I thought it was Steel Bender, I said, puzzled. I wanted his turn to fight you, so Steel Bender released me, Acid said. Wasn't it nice of him to do that, Fatman said. Yes, it was, Acid said. Then he started to laugh easily. Continue, Fatman said.
Capital S, lowercase, pick one!
You can go now, Yoshi.
Okay. Let's see, capital S, da-da-da. So Steel Bender, da-da-da. Okay. Yes, it was, Acid said as he started to laugh evilly. Let us continue, Fatman said. Let's. Acid said, jumping into the air and slashing at Fatman. Fatman dodges the attack, then spins and hits... Oh yeah, you spelled spin right there. And hits Acid, capital A, with his tail.
No, Acid is the character name, so...
Acid is the name.
Okay, it makes sense, godfuck.
Yeah.
Acid land, and then swings his sword as a slash flies down the air at Fatman. Fatman uses his sword to fight against the slash. Then Fatman forced the slash to a fly right at me. What?
Fly right at me.
A fly right at me. I start to panic as the attack was flying right at me. Okay, that makes sense. I ducked down as the attack flew right past me. After I was sure the attack passed, I looked down at the fight. and he fight to see that Acid and Fatman was locked in a power struggle. Their swords were connected, blade to blade. Lighting was striking around them as the struggle continued. They jumped back and started running at each other. Swing for swing and blow for blow, the two of them were equally matched. Equally match. ED. No signs that either one was weakening. They were moving so fast I couldn't tell where they were. Okay, you got it right there. All I could make out was blurs and maybe some sparks from the blades striking each other. All I could hear, their feet moving, and all the sound they made during that time. After I relaxed my eyes a bit, I could make out a little better at where they were. After some time, they stopped moving too fast, too close, for me to see well enough. Both of them breathing deeply and both covered in sweat. Fun isn't acid. What?
Fun
isn't acid. You missed.
Fun isn't acid. No, I don't think acid is fun.
Fun acid?
The new game from Hasbro, Fun Acid.
Fun acid. Okay, I love that game. No, yes, it is. Do you think it's about time we finish this fight? Acid said. Not yet.
I want to take over.
What?
You want to?
I want to take over now.
Okay, go.
Not yet. I'm having too much fun, Fatman said. I'm having too much fun, period, Fatman said, smiling. With that, Fatman started rising into the air and started breathing out what looked like a capital F flame made out of capital B black and capital BF blue fire. Whale. W-E-I-L. Whale he is doing that he starts to spin slowly, but gradually getting fast with every turn. Then Fatman just blew a large breath of the flame, the capital F flames that started forming themselves into a large fireball that continued to get larger and larger every second. The giant fireball started flying down at Acid. Acid started sending borage after borage of slime.
He started sending borage at me.
Borage after borage, B-O-R-A-G-E. Of slashes at the giant fireball, but nothing was working to stop it. At the point of impact, all in the valley was Acid, and Fatman Wait. At the point of impact, another blinding light filled the valley, and I did cover my eyes. But after the light died away again, all in the valley was Acid and Fatman, back to the way he was before the fight, but without his shirt.
Aww.
Without his one word. Fatman, let's finish this with normal sword, and not with the sword that I've been using thou this fight, English. Acid said. Acid send breathing hard. Acid send breathing hard. Copy pasted. Okay, let's, Fatman said. Fatman and Acid walked at each other and placed their swords in the ground, crossing each other. After doing that, both of them walked back to where they were, and they both pulled out normal-looking swords, both bastard swords.
Fast-haired.
Fast-haired sword. Ready, Acid said, smiling. Set, Fatman said, smiling. Go, they both said as they ran at each other. It felt like time just slowed down for a few moments. But before the final blow was struck, they both disappear.
Flung him into the future.
Disappear. Not disappear, to disappear. I looked around to see if I could see them anywhere, but there was nothing to be seen or heard. I looked at see him anywhere, period, but there was nothing to be seen or heard. I waited for some time just to be sure, but nothing happened. I walked down to the two swords. As I examined the swords from what I've seen, the sword wear rusted and hard to pull from the ground. I looked at the battle-scarred land. I picked up the two swords, but I couldn't get them to come apart. As I started walking away from the scene, S-E-E-N, of the epic fight, I pulled out my map and marked where the battle was. Soon after that, I learned that the fight there, thousands of years ago, there said that two legendary warriors, what? The warrior of dragons and the warrior of two spirits fought there just for pure enjoyment. The epic fight from the years of old transcends time and space, is one of the rare and mystery that...
One of the rare.
The epic fight from the years of old transcends time and space is one of the rare and mystery that can be explained. That's one of my deepest secrets I have kept for God knows how long.
Ellipses, a long tone falls on a deft ear.
D-E-F-T ear.
Wow. So many that we're gonna have to If we would get all the typos, we'd have to reread it all over again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get another slice of pizza, guys.
I got one more.
You have potential, but fucking learn to type.
I got one more.
Don't start. I'm gonna go get a piece.
You're all hating me right now, aren't you? Let's see if I can find some more text.
Boy.
Huh?
Long tone fall on a deaf ear.
Yeah. The actual meaning is that he's... Huh?
That was long and drawn out. No, writing out a fighting scene is, especially one this boring, isn't a good idea.
Yeah.
It's like nothing happened, yet there's so many words.
So little action, so many words.
Really. The writing was so bland, too.
I can't remember.
It's like...
It's some of my older work. But, you know what? At least it still got the laughs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Did anybody get the Samurai Jack reference I made?
What?
Did anybody get the Samurai Jack reference I made?
Which one?
When it said, before the final blow was struck, I said, I flung them into the future.
Yeah, I heard that.
Where my evil is law, now Aku seeks to return. And I don't remember the rest. Uh-oh. I got this one.
Go ahead.
Hey, does it rhyme? The whole thing?
There's a bit of a rhythm to it.
Cause I wanted to sing it as Tamama.
Don't!
Every night I close my eyes.
Every night I close my eyes. Looking forward to see her again. Okay, no. I'm gonna take every poem you make and just have Tamama sing it. Okay.
You guys keep going. I gotta take care of something.
We just need a beat. Like, you can make music, so just make a beat, okay? Every night I close my eyes. Okay, no. Every night I close my eyes, looking forward to see her again. Running and running. Thought the forest of mist. Deeper and deeper, farther and farther, upon coming to the lake of light. Capital U. I see her standing, with her reflection looking back at her. Her eyes looks sad and lonely, like she made a choice she regrets. I slowly walk up to her, nerves like before. I place my hand gently on her shoulder. She jumps like being startled. No, yeah, that's right. Startled from my appearance. She turns around with those sad and lonely eyes looking at me. Those sad and lonely eyes looking at me. Words can't escape the pain I feel seeing her like that. My eyes looking deep into her, and hers back into mine. For the moment, all that can be heard is the wind and the beating of our hearts. So in other words, they're fucking. Then, out of nowhere, the silence is broken as she starts to speak. I'm sorry, she says as she's feeling. She says as the feeling as my heart just sank deeper and deeper.
Just sank.
What are you sorry for? I said, having the feeling that I already know the answer. I can't see you again, she says, about to bust out in a tear.
No, in tear.
About to bust out again. This is where the legend of Tamama came from, people. Okay. Why can't I see you again? I said, as I feeling like my world will fall from her words. I'm sorry, but I can't say, but please, she says, starting to get closer slowly. Please what? I say, feeling like I have heard the next words before. Please, don't be sad. Just hold the moment we have in your heart, she says, getting closer. I couldn't say a word, but I couldn't help but let the river in my eyes flow as I let the shadow from my hair cover my eyes. She starts to move her arms around me and gently hug me and leans up and gives me one last kiss. I'm gonna read that again. I'm sorry. That was beautiful. Okay. She starts to move her arms around me and gently hug me and leans up gives me one kiss. Okay. I look into her eyes as she looks into mine for that one last moment. My heart feels the warmth I felt when I first meet, and with that moment I hear two words I never like to hear. Goodbye, she says as she walks into the mist of the forest. I chase after her in the mist, but she disappears nowhere to be found. I walk back to the lake slowly as my tears still flow. As soon as I look into the lake, my tears start to fall into the lake, and at that moment I wake up still crying, knowing that I will never see her again. Goodbye. For some reason, bye is capital. My love of mystery. Oh, he's not even here. He'd be right back. It's kind of hard to tell when you have a wall of text.
And this is being recorded.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but that last line I read over again, that was just beautiful. She starts to move her arms around me and gently hug me and leans up and gives me one last kiss.
You want a text wall? I'll give you a text wall.
Oh god, another one.
Damn it. Fucking cuts me off.
Ah, you missed the right click.
No, it cuts me off in midday.
Oh. Oh my god, the slice is so good.
Quit having your ecstasy, goddammit. Alright. Na 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 na. What the fuck?
I wish Thorn was here for the bust part.
Who says he wasn't?
It says be right back on the bottom at 7:19. Oh, we got more text. Week 1, day 1. Okay, I want to finish my pizza, so I'm gonna wait for Thorn.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh man, this is really good pizza.
I hate you. I gotta go down here shortly and get something to eat. This is the show, unscripted.
Yeah, we're doing this live, people.
Well, live for us, pre-recorded for you fuckers later. I don't mean fuckers seriously.
We love you!
Run away! Oh my god!
Oh, this is great. I'm gonna read it all over in a song. That's Tamama now. Give me a beat. Alright, that works. Every night I close my eyes, looking forward to see her again. Running and running through the forest of mist, deeper and deeper. I can't believe I'm actually making it work. Okay, let's continue. I like this. Upon coming to the lake of light, I see her standing with her reflection, looking back at her eyes, looking sad and lonely, like she made a choice she regrets. I'm making it work. Why? Go. Keep going. I slowly walk up to her nerves, like before I place my hand gently on her shoulder. She jumps, like being startled from my appearance. She turns around with no sad and lonely eye. It's official. We have to make a Tamama Christmas album. just love this voice so much. Okay, where were we?
She turns around with those sad and lonely eyes looking at me. Words gonna taste the pain I feel. Seeing her like that, my eyes get looking deep into her, and hers back into mine.
I'm putting hip hop and a bunch of other genres all in one.
For the moment, all that can be heard is the wind and the beating of our hearts. Then, out of nowhere, the silence is broken as she starts to speak. I'm sorry, she says, as the feeling of my heart just sank deeper and deeper. What are you sorry for? I said, I've been feeling that I already know the answer. I can't see you again. She says, about to bust out in its ear.
The bust out line got me.
Why can't I see you again? I said, as I feel like my world fell apart. Oh, my hands.
It would be great if there weren't any typos.
Sorry, but I can't save it, please. She starts talking to us, get closer to me. Please, what? I say it like I have. I already heard the next one before. Please don't be sad. Just hold the moments.
I just want all the moments.
The balls drop. I'm gonna keep this hanging.
Oh, God damn it, Thorn, why aren't you here? He'd love this. Okay.
Please don't be sad. Just hold the moments we have in your heart. She says, getting closer. I can't say a word, but I couldn't help but let the river in my eyes flow. And then let the shadows from my hair covers my eyes. God damn these typos!
Fuck typos.
Up and close. I cannot wait. You should be like a separate MP3 of me singing. Download Tamama song. Okay.
Just as soon moves her arms around me and gently start to hug me and leans and gives me one last kiss. God damn, that line sucks. Okay.
Fucking typos.
Okay, good.
Look into her eyes as she looks into mine for that one last moment. My heart feels like warm. I feel like when I met.
First met? I said met. I kind of fucked it up. Okay, go.
I felt when I first met, and with that moment, I heard the words I'd never like to hear. Goodbye, she says, as she walks into the mist of the forest.
Fucking typos.
Fucking typo.
Hey, guys, sorry,
Oh, you missed everything. Keep going.
Well, I didn't drop, so I'll be able to go back over and hear it.
Yeah, you can just hear the pre-recording while we're done. Okay.
I look into her eyes and she looks into mine for that one last moment. My heart feels the warmth I felt when I first meet her with the moment I hear.
Fucking typos.
The words I never like to hear.
Okay, keep going, damn it.
Goodbye, she says as she walks into the mist of the forest. I chase after her in the mist, but she disappears nowhere to be found. I walk back to the lake slowly as my tears still flow. As soon as I look into the lake, my tears start to fall into the lake. And at that moment, I wake up still crying, knowing that I'll never see her again. Goodbye, my lost love of mystery, BRB. Wait, that's from ThornBrain.
It's over. I was singing the whole entire song as Tamama, and you come out at the end. God damn it.
Right to hear you fuck it up.
Yeah, I knew that was from you. I threw that in on purpose, though. There was a lot of typos in this one, too.
Yeah. Oh, good
just
stuff.
like a Tamama album singing.
Shitty vocal pop R&B.
Double T Productions.
Wait, I thought you were doing
We can host it on my channel, ThornBrain Music.
Yeah, I said you should make this a separate MP3.
Yeah.
It was working in the beginning, but then the typo started killing it.
And then I started.
Maybe I'll put.
Then I started in the background going fucking typos.
Yeah. Like it started out pretty
Maybe
good.
I'll post it on. Maybe I'll post it on my
I'm like,
different.
every night I close my eyes, looking forward to this year, and it fits, and then he goes fucking typos, and I just die.
I think I'll post it on a different alt account though. I want to say ThornBrain Music for actual music, not silly shit.
That's gonna be a segment on the show. I sing something of Fatman. Tamama Sings.
Well, I'm sitting and go.
Grammar Nazi Thorn and Tamama Sings.
Tamama Sings. Those are the two segments on our show.
No. Tamama Twin Sing.
Tamama Twin Sing? The other one?
What?
You both sing as Tama.
We're gonna be out of. Like, he's gonna be singing a Michael Jackson rendition. I'll be doing Raindrops Were Falling on My Head version. Every night I go, every night that I go. Every night the rain drops on my head.
This is purely unstripped.
Because I'm bad.
Brought to you
my
by
God.
Fatman colon FATLPs.
And Sergeant Frog Abridged. This is probably the best episode so far. We only got 2 anyway, including this one.
Yeah, it's hard to compete against Tama's tits.
Well, Tamama singing.
Tama's singing about her tits.
I think the grammar not.
Are you gonna read the part I just put on?
Yeah, I just need a...
No.
Well, Thorn can go because I'm eating pizza.
This is actually from a script from a game, so...
You need to save some
Well,
shit for
then
the actual show.
I'll just write new shit.
Let's save some so you don't have to.
Oh, I can...
Well, if you rush it, then it's going to be funnier.
It's like, hold on, God, I'm typing it!
Write another city fight scene, that'll work.
And write another poem so I can sing it.
God damn it. Unscripted. But
This is live.
right now? Sure. Alright.
According to the phone call, out of live.
My mother, guys. My mother.
So you gotta go.
No, not yet.
Oh.
When- no,
I think I know what the episode title is. Tamama sings about typos.
no capos.
Tamama sings about capos. What? What was that word?
Tamama
Like,
sings about grammar Nazis.
Tamama sings about grammar Nazis. Here it is. Tamama sings about Grammar
Singing
Nazis.
capos.
Tamama sings about grammar Nazis and capos.
No. Capo Nazis.
Tamama sings about capo Nazis. There you go, perfect. Now it's a segment where I sing on every fucking episode.
Send in your stories today at DFatman@hotmail.com.
And listen to my heavenly voice. Yay!
If we don't kill it first.
I'm sorry.
I think that's a good place to end it. Guys, like this one did.
Yeah.
So tune in tomorrow when we broadcast live. This is
And a
Fatty
brand new
Fine.
song from yours truly.
And don't forget, Cy will be there. Maybe Kaylin.
And maybe I might sing.
No, not with that. I'm gonna die.
See you next time.